Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing?
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 19 Celsius.
19 Celsius. That's about the track temperature as well as the air temperature. Not a heap of sun around to warm up the tarmac here at Circuit de Nevers Magny-Cours. There are two splits tonight, which is good to see. There are about 32 sign-ups for this race. Second last alternate strength of field race of the season. Of course, we've got the main broadcast strength of field, which happens on Friday nights at 1900 UTC. This was called the alternate to try and encourage people to join up and give it a bit of a race. Bit of a brainchild of friend of the channel, Luke Bestie. It's the end of the practice session. We are car number 16 in this 16 car field, so the only way is up. Hopefully we'll be starting higher than that. Looking at the talent, there's a lot of quick people here. So with this qualifying about to begin, I think we're probably looking to be around the back of the 10. We're lucky. Qualifying setup. Which is just the iRacing supplied wall setup.
Okay, Adrian, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
With 2 clicks extra front wing, which I've also done to the race set. Or actually, I think this set, I left the front wing as it was. I just took 1 kilo of fuel out.
It's now 19 Celsius.
So we're in recharge mode, or no deploy as it says on our wheel. So we don't deploy any battery on our out lap, our warm-up lap. Very short lap here, so I think the second lap is essential for me to get tyre pressure and get confidence. But we'll turn recharge off as we go down this hill. Slightly faster warm-up lap. Hey Jin, how you doing? Turn recharge back on here. Recharge during this middle sector. Of course, do a full push lap on the last lap when we've got some heat in the tyres.
16.94. The leader has just done a 114.63.
Recharge off again. Back on qualify deploy.
You've just done a 16.59. Sector 1 time's okay. That's a new fastest lap for Sander, 1:13.09.
.5, that's not bad. Not too upset with that. Whew. That is the Race Labs. All my overlays are Race Lab. That's the Race Lab G meter. I thought it would be fun because the relative window is not really relevant. You're looking up in the top left during qualifying, so I thought put something else there, and the G meter came out. I thought I'd give it a try, and it looks pretty interesting. I probably should use it for a bit more training. The launch video explained how you could use it to work out where you're underneath the traction, where you're falling underneath the traction circle of the tires. Perhaps help identify that corner where you're taking it really too easy and not loading the car laterally as much as you should be. Oh, looks like we've dropped to 11th, which is where we start losing iRating. I think I'm going to go with our pretty stock standard strategy of medium soft. I did some sort of crazy amazing lap and put us way up the grid, I might try starting on the soft and just go soft medium. Usually by the end of the race, it's rare that I'm trying to chase anyone down by the end of the race anyway, so often it's just I need to do consistent laps to hold position, so soft would probably help me maintain position early on till the field strings out. That's my thoughts. I don't have many chances to test that one out. But yeah, I think the go is can't do two stops because my soft pace isn't fast enough over my mediums. So stops is just too slow, even though it's only 19 seconds you lose in the lane. So unless we're required to stop more than that, we'll soft. We'll change about sometime between 25 and 35 laps.
That's the end of the session, P11.
P11 in the end. Sessions change over. Always a good idea to go to the garage and load your race setup after the session changes over. Cleaner. Several bugs that involve reloading it. Do I want an extra kilo of fuel? I did need to do a little bit of fuel saving race. Kilo's not gonna make or break me. They can just go flat out. And we're on... Yep.
The track temp is 20 Celsius. The air temp is 19. Okay, Adrian, a pit stop will cost us 19 seconds. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Thanks, Jin. See what we can do.
This will be a standing start. Get ready, time to focus. Go, go, go! We'll be warned about track limits. Yellow flag, watch out, there's an incident in Estoril. We think it might be Luke. Clear left. The next car is Barnes, car number 30, and their rating is through car right. There's an incident in Adelaide, Stenison, clear left.
So I just made a screw up there. Everyone else, who knows what happened there.
Oh, that was a shit show.
Don't know what was going on with Mark there. Must have had something broken to let go in a straight line like that. Alright, let's see if we can catch Max and Balash. It's going to be tricky because they're both fast drivers.
They're showing the slippery surface flag. The gap to Barnes ahead is increasing. It's now 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, I could actually see that from my vantage point, Tobias. I assume you're also in the session. Spectating. I just screwed up and I thought, idiot. I'm gonna look like the worst driver on the grid, and then turned out there was all sorts of other people who also made mistakes, so maybe I'm not so bad.
The driver in front of us is Baloch, car number 10, and their rating is 4.3.
It's like Leopold and Michelle.
Incident in Adelaide. Baloch, clear left. Well done, Adrian. Good pass. Eyes front.
Yeah, in the end it was a blessing in disguise.
Slippery surface flag.
The way the light changes through that corner, everywhere else on the circuit is fine. The sunlight,
The car in front of us is Barnes, car number 13, and their rating is 3.9. The gap to Baloch behind is now 1.9. We'll need to pit for fuel by lap 68.
that sucks.
That last lap was at 118.00. That's your best lap in this session.
Aussie on Aussie violence, that's no
What
good.
about track limits?
Yeah, track limits, Mac limits. I try to hunt out resilient brake and turn in markers, you know, ones that aren't like shadows or skids on the ground that might
Behind is now 1.7.
adjust or get covered up or change with the time of day. But that Imola corner, I'm trying to use the roads on the left hand side as turn in markers, but I can't quite get it precise enough that I can just throw it in every single time and get it right.
The leader has just done a 116.28. That lap time was 17.56.
You'll see through that Imola corner I make an initial turn and then adjust as I go over the crest. It's because my initial turn is governed by the roads, but I then fine tune based on where I'm aiming relative to the inside curb.
Incident in 180. We think it might be Sebastian.
Ooh, that sounds good. There was no one through there though, and we didn't gain a spot, so
New fastest lap for Karen, 115.80.
I'm pretty sure with full-on soft tyres and a high downforce setup you can probably just keep it nailed flat through that Imola chicane if you're really good.
Baloch behind is now 1.6.
I cannot.
Your last lap time was at 17.46. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
It's not too bad at the moment. Just need to start pulling back that turn at the top of the hill a little, I think.
The gap to V10 behind is now 1.5. Your lap time was 17.45. That's your quickest lap in this session. The gap to Balazs behind is now 3 seconds. P9.
Come on, Max, just drop back a bit. Give me DRS, that'd be lovely.
That was a 17.61. Okay, Adrian, lap times are pretty consistent.
Ah, that was barely on track.
Is now 1.0 seconds. The leader's just done a 1:16.04.
HE1, come on, Adrian.
Balazs is gaining on you. The The gap's now 1.0.
Damn, have I spent too long done too much clipping this lap. Didn't turn off the battery soon enough last lap.
17.57.
I think Balash is in DRS.
Right side's clear. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Fair play.
Don't panic. I'm on Adrian.
Come on, Balash. Let's go!
That's a new fastest lap for Karen. 1:15.79. Car in front is Valosh, car number 10, and their rating is 4.3. Position. Don't panic, you've got time to sort this out.
Bugger, how am I out of DRS already? Ah.
That was 17.71. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Gap to Valosh in front is now 1.5.
Come on, Adrian.
That lap was at 1:18.38. The gap to Valosh ahead is increasing. It's now 2.8. New fastest lap for Karen, 1:15.79.
Hey Leopold, sorry to see you were already out, mate. Looked like a bit of a big fracas at the start. I had skill issues, so I wasn't even skilled enough to be involved in the big incident. That's no good.
17.90.
This is underrated as far as dangerous starts go. It doesn't look like it should be all that dangerous, but it really is.
Gap to Baloch. Ahead is increasing. It's now 3.5.
That's better.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is Barnes, car number 30, and their rating is 3.9. To E9, ahead is now 2.7 seconds. The lap time was at 17.89.
Yeah. Not too bad considering I'm also trying to save a bit of fuel. We'll make this the last fuel saving lap though.
Fastest lap for Karen, 1:15.76.
John's a bit of an alien.
P10. The gap to Barnes ahead is now 2.6. Just done it on 17.67. Gap to Barnes ahead is now 2.8 seconds. Debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag.
Just lift a tiny bit through there. Don't want to spin on that debris. It's already a bit of track where you can spin pretty easily. Overcooked that one.
Looking out to Barnes. Ahead is now 2.7. New fastest lap for Sander, 1:15.65. Slippery surface flag. Looking out to Barnes. In front is now 2.6 seconds. Just done a 17.75.
Start getting the pit stop set up.
Front is now 2.7.
Few laps away. Select the soft tyres and we'll spin around and add a couple of clicks of front wing as well.
That was 118.13. The gap to Barnes. Ahead is now 3.2 seconds.
Alright.
Gap to Barnes in front is now 3.0.
I'm about to have the leader in my pit window. Go box now. One more lap. We'll risk it.
That's your best lap in the session. Slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Go away, go away, go away, go away. Alright, let's box.
Barnes in front is pitting. 100 metres. 50 metres. Barnes is now on softs, front left, 64%, left rear, 84. The exit's clear, don't cross the white line. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. The gap to Barnes ahead is now 2.2 seconds.
Gained a little on Max in that pit stop, it felt like.
The gap to P1 behind is now 2.7, one lap in front. The gap ahead is now 2.1. Blue flag. Blue flag. Fastest lap for Alex, 1:15.00. Blue flag. Your last lap time was 7 on your right. Right side's clear.
I didn't even realise Sean was on softs.
That's a new fastest lap for Alex.
Should have paid more attention.
1:14.89.
Should have realised. I think I've seen Sean doing soft medium strats all week.
The gap to P9 in front is now 3.1 seconds. Last lap was at 17.01, that's your quickest lap in this session. The gap to P2 behind is now 4.4, 1 lap ahead.
Thanks for all the DRS, Sean. Really helping out.
The gap is now 2.5.
Lovely being sucked along by the leader like this.
Time was 1:15.93. That's your fastest lap today. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. Raver behind is pitting now.
Oh, Sean, you're letting me out of your DRS.
Raver is now on softs. That's a new fastest lap for Alex, 1:14.79. Time was 16.77. Gap to P2 behind is now 3.8 seconds, 1 lap ahead. Edward, car right. Clear right. New fastest lap for Alex, 1:14.64. Okay, Adrian, you need to pass this track, you're losing too much time.
I'd love to pass Max, but not quite fast enough yet.
Car rejoining. We really need to be in front of this car. Sander is now on softs. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Whew.
The gap to Barnes. Ahead is increasing pace now. 1.3.
That was too much curb, Adrian. Way too much curb.
The leader, Karen, is pitting.
Gonna put you out of DRS too.
Just done
Silly, silly.
17.04. The leader is now on mediums. The gap to P9 ahead is now 1.0.
Through the dust isn't the fastest way. Should really press my mic button when I'm taunting, but probably not polite.
Slippy surface flags out.
Too late with that braking.
That lap time was 1:16.79. The gap to Barnes ahead is now 1.5 seconds. The leader has just done 1:14.76. There's an incident in Adelaide. It looks like Baloche.
That was Adelaide. That's the Adelaide hairpin. Didn't see any evidence of Balash.
That was at 1:16.41.
Alex is really annoyingly about the same speed as me, so...
The gap in front is now 1.1 seconds. Red and yellow flag for debris. Distance, fuel will be tight. You might need to lift and coast. That lap was at 116.37. Fastest lap.
Fuel's going to be fine, Jim.
14.54.
I've got all the green blocks lit up.
Red yellow flag, there's debris on the track. You're reeling P8 in, the gap is 0.5. The lap time was at 16.44. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.47 off the pace.
I used some... Ooh, that was a bit close. Use some attack deploy through this section to get back in the DRS. So hopefully I'm still there. Yes.
That was 16.81. That's good consistency. Keep it up. Fastest lap for Sander, 1:14.50.
Okay, just missed out there.
The gap in front is now 0.8.
Come on, Adrian.
Just done at 116.62.
Just a little bit closer. That chicane, I'm just so crap on the exit.
1.9. They're showing the slippery surface flag. Just done a 116.57. Red yellow flag, definitely on the track. The gap to P1 behind is now 4.6, 1 lap ahead. Okay Adrian, this bastard's holding you up, you've got to find a way past. Front lap was at 17.17.
Ah dear.
Right side, clear right. Blue flag.
Flip. Stupid me.
E9.
Just didn't brake quite right, and I was going along, and I instinctively added more brake pressure, which is a no-no. You've already slowed down, you've already led downforce.
The gap to Barnes ahead is now 9.3 seconds.
You're almost certainly at the limit of what you can do with braking. You need to continue releasing, really.
There's an incident in Adelaide. Looks like it's Edward.
Oh, lads. I don't want to get involved.
gap to Barnes in front is now 8.9.
It's not the way to take that corner. Bring it down, Adrian. Just fast laps. The best fast laps you can do.
Is now leading. You've just done a 17.42.
Best fast laps we can do, what will be will be.
The gap to P3 behind is now 4.7 seconds, one lap in front. The gap to 8th place. Ahead is now 8.2. You've just done a 116.92. Gap to P8 in front is now 7.9.
See, this is good. Small gains, but gains. Didn't lock up through 180 there. Too late through Imola. Bit wide on the exit there, but it was okay. Lovely. Not bad.
That last lap was at 117.18. The gap to 8th place. Ahead is now 8.1. Blue flag. New fastest lap for Alex, 114.28.
Alright, where are we going to let Ronaldo past?
Gap to P3 behind is now 0.7, one lap ahead. Blue flag.
I really thought Ronaldo was closer than that. Bugger. Screwed up the hairpin again
Ahead is now 8.5.
and lost the opportunity to shadow Ronaldo and grab some DRS. Oh well.
Your last lap time was at 16.64.
This is a tough race, really.
That's a new fastest lap for Alex, 1:14.05.
It is a surprisingly good analogue for the for a fair bit of the Lusail circuit, because it always seems like you're going through a corner around this circuit. Which is a bit like Lusail. Obviously it's got all the hairpins and the right angled slow speed corners that are not very Lusail like. From the point of view of a circuit where you're always dealing with some sort of change in the direction of your car, certainly that. Short compact lap, lots of corners. Oh, someone's gone for an excursion over there.
Was at 1:16.92. The active bars in front is now 7.8.
Right. Ronaldo's a couple seconds behind Max now. Bit of wheel spin out of the corner there, never good for straight line speed.
The gap in front is now 7.8. gap to P4 behind is now 4.6. 1 lap in front. That was at 116.76. Sector 3 is 1.2 off the pace. Okay, Adrian, you're reeling Barnes in the gaps now, 7.2 seconds.
Letting Ronaldo past only cost about a second.
Gap to P4 behind is now 1.8. 1 lap ahead. You've just done a 16.87. Reeling Barnes in. The gap is 6.8 seconds.
Yes. Can't believe we missed out on DRS from Alex as well. So annoying.
The gap to P8 ahead is now 7.6.
Steady now, steady now.
That lap time was 17.24. Alright Adrian, that's good consistency, keep it up.
Oh wow. Whew. Still 14 laps to go. These tyres are going to be pretty shot. I have been absolutely terrible to them.
The gap to Barnes in front is now 7.8. track. Keep it nice and tidy, please, Adrian.
Locking up, Jim.
The gap to P8 ahead is increasing. It's now 8.2 seconds. Incident in Adelaide. We think it might be Barnes.
He hasn't lost enough, Jim. Hasn't lost enough. Just a little reminder that we should keep eyes forward. Hate for Max to spin and have him lose, say, 10 seconds, and have us have dropped back to 11 seconds just because we're dawdling.
The gap in front is now 7.1.
Right now about 7.5 second error. A little half spin, that's all we need. I'm back in it for a P8. It's much better. Tiniest bit of lift and coast. Take pressure off the tyres.
The gap to P5 behind is now 4.8, one lap ahead. Gap to Barnes ahead is now 6.3. That lap time was 16.94.
Come on, Max.
The gap to Barnes ahead is now 6.1.
Just some slow laps. That's all I want. Slow laps.
Blue flag.
Oh, Sebastian.
Gap to E5 behind is now 1.2. 1 lap ahead.
Hey James, how's it going, mate?
Car right. Blue flag, clear right. There's an incident in Adelaide. Looks like it's Sebastian.
Go on, Sebastian.
Sorry about that.
It's okay, I was going to let you through anyway, but... It can be difficult to tell. I was trying to lose the least time possible.
8th place. In front is now 6.8.
Mwahaha. DRS. Oh, nice, mate. What's on the shopping list?
Okay, Adrian, you're reeling P8 in. The gap is now 6.4 seconds.
DRS seconds for you.
Lovely.
Sander, car number 4 is now in the lead.
Better believe I'm going to pick up as many of those as I can. Ah, that was bad. Ah, nice. Well, if you're buying VRS, have a chat with Stuffy. I think he had referral codes.
The gap ahead is now 6.1 seconds.
If they're still all valid,
Pretty consistent. The lap time was 17.
we might be able to get a bit of discount. I mean, the VRS stuff looks pretty good. I sold myself on the Acertech stuff though, and it has really been very good. It also cost me a lot of money. But at least there's a few brands out there that are good these days. So you can certainly find something that works for you in that mid-high range.
That was at 17.40.
Ah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, my Invicta package was not cheap. I don't want anyone to be under any illusions that I got.
Sander, car number 4, is leading the race.
Oops, that was
In front is now
not intended, but
9
anyway.
seconds.
Yeah, I don't want anyone under the impression that I didn't spend a lot of money on my Invicta everything setup. Well, except for the Formula wheel, which is the Forte, because the Invicta wheel didn't exist when I ordered. And I really don't need the Invicta wheel, because the only racing wheel I see regularly is the one that you can see on your screen now with my virtual hands wrapped around it.
The gap to Barnes ahead is now 6.2 seconds.
So yeah, 20 Newton meters would certainly be enough. The Invicta wheelbase that I've got is 27, but I run it the software down at 15 because that's their recommended level for iRacing. Oh, you should be, mate. I have hopes that Corsair can bring them back, but I think they got a bit too scattered.
Red yellow flag, watch for debris on the track.
Well, I don't run it at 27, although I did had the software reinstall and reset itself,
It looks like Idler.
and I ended up on Road America in the SF23
The gap ahead is now
with iRacing
8
set
seconds.
to as if it was 15 Newton meters, but the base was actually doing 27. And yeah, I thought I was going to rip my arms off. It was scary. I'm like, this is not right. What the hell's gone wrong? And I looked at the settings and I'm like, oh yeah, that'll do it. Let's just put that back to 15 Newton meters, thank you. Let's just make sure iRacing's calibrated the same.
Red yellow flag, there's debris out there.
And look, I mean, it still didn't feel nice, but then the SF23 really is a bit rough.
You're reeling Barnes in, the gap's now 1.1 seconds.
I don't know what it is, because it's got power steering,
Sander,
but
car number 4 is now in the lead.
it really is a pretty violent sort of steering experience. Yeah, I definitely... Although, I don't know whether it's the Acertech software or iRacing. I know iRacing's done some work around this. I find it's usually pretty good in accidents. So it used to be that people on direct drive wheelbases really had to let go of their wheels when they had an accident because it had just spin the wheel every which way. But that's really been smoothed out these days, and I don't need to demonstrate.
2 to go. Your lap time was at 17.54.
I'm on a few. Okay.
Carla, clear left. Blue flag. Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
I'm not sure what that was. Yeah, the SF23 just, I feel like it just has a pretty, I don't know whether it's just it's got a low amount of power assist or what. Just always feels very rough. Maybe it's the suspension isn't as sophisticated. And then other cars like the F3 just don't have the power, weight or speed to really be terrible, even though they don't have power steer.
One more lap to go. Sander is the winner.
Almost on Max here. There's the finish. Good result today. Well done. Hope you weren't teasing me at the end there, Max. Good racing, mate. Good racing. Congrats to the podium as well. Well done, everyone. E9 in the end. Not too bad. Nice little bump to the old I rating. 4.6k SOF is pretty healthy. But yeah, I'm not unhappy with that. I mean, I don't see any names ahead of us that aren't. Everyone in here looks to be a regular, really. But yeah, that was good. Good. Let's have a little bit of a look. See a couple of laps. Let's see what happened at this start. And that away. Keyboard on so that we can. All right, let's try to work out what happened. So let's see what I did. Hey, Max. What happened at the end there? Did you just lose a bit of concentration, or your tyres go off, or what happened? I thought I got a decent start, and I just thought I'm just going to tuck in. Now I'm thinking I just want to go around the outside. Tyres were gone. Yeah, I just didn't quite have the pace, mate. I needed a couple of tenths more in the tank to get past you, and I just didn't have it. So yeah, look at oh, where are we? Roll bar. Hide this in a second. Just play through in slow-mo. Look, I'm turning the wheel, and it's doing nothing, and then we're on the grass and it's all over. Oh. But then it all starts to kick off. So it's just kicking off up ahead. So Mark's, Sebastian, there's Max, you've gone a little wide. Leopold and Michelle. Oh no, it's not Luke. Oh wow. Oh, no wonder Luke. Did Luke finish? End? No, that was him out. This was him out. Look at that. Look at that net code. No wonder he hasn't turned up in the chat. He will be just trying to control it. And oh, Max, that's you, isn't it? Oh, you are so lucky. So lucky to find your way through that. Because I don't know, like... Because there's like 2 smacks there. He's already sideways. And, yeah. And I think has got out of the throttle there. Because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to. But there was no way he was recovering it before that, and then has just sent Michelle. Oh no. And then Leopold has seen Luke come across and gone, oh yeah, I should be clear. And then Michelle just appears. Oh, wow. Oh, and it goes on. So, one thing that you often hear people saying is, hold your brakes, hold your brakes, hold your brakes. And I do not have a shadow of a doubt that Michelle will have been on the brakes here. But you'll notice no slowing down. Because often when you break a wheel off, as you can see, the rear wheels are both disconnected. You don't have any brakes. The brake system empties of fluid, and doesn't matter how hard you hold the brakes, the wheels, you just keep rolling. So, on Mark. The Mark spin off, seen all that happening, is like, I'm just trying to get through this, and he's looking over here, and then, oh, Vladimir just sends it through. Wow. That was no good, very bad day. And yeah, a one little bit of netcode. I think we picked the right we picked the right strategy here, which was just drive slowly. Drive absolutely slowly through all that. And yes, I think we're pretty much the last driver on the road at this point. But yeah, that was worth it. Now if we go down to somebody who's still down the front, and are there any shenanigans going on here? I think that's Edward locking up into the hairpin, but apart from that, all good. And then the rest of us are coming down. So first we've got...
That's the end of the session.
So we get sent on, and then we get smacked into. I remember thinking it wasn't very nice. Kalash, Mark. I'd argue that, is that Max ahead? Yeah, I'd argue that Max has been at the right speed there, and Mark's just got a bit eager to overtake me. And then basically had to turn out of it. Leopold, I think, is known, is broken and is off. Taking the old track. There we go. That was the fun at the start. Let's have a quick look at the results. So Luke was out for that. Vladimir was out for that. Michelle. Mark ended up stopping, and I think it was probably because of that. Oh no, Mark disappeared quite spectacularly just in front of us. Was it Mark that disappeared in front of us? Okay, Mark must have just... Who disappeared in front of us? Moment. Max didn't go anywhere. Max was there till the end of the race. Must have been Dawn. Till Sean. You want to just set slap? Sean, how do you retire? Driver that disappeared in front of me. Oh, ouch. Just a tiny bit of curbing there, I think. Yeah. You can see the left rear wheel under load and just slips onto the serrated curbing there. That's enough. One way overcorrection and you're in the wall. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. And the rest, I'm sure, or maybe it was... anyway. We're in the middle of the race. Someone just came out of the 180 degree. Basically went Well, we had a great old time trying to chase down our friend Max. Here we are early on in the race. This is lap 35, so we're on the soft tyres already. Before we had our spin to Adelaide here, right behind Max, thinking that I'd probably sneak by and then Max would by and then I'd sneak by and whoever was in front at the end would win, but turned out Max, you were in the front at the end. Great stuff. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate you joining in. Final round of the season coming up next week. So it is the grand final for Formula 1 in real life, and it is the final race for this season. I may have a bit of a chat about where I am in the championship overall, but I'm not up the front, unfortunately. Really, see where we are. Then that race will be around the German circuit of Hockenheim. So another fantastic Formula 1 circuit that's not used these days. But yeah, it will be standing in for Abu Dhabi, which isn't on iRacing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun trying to catch you too, mate. I was just, look, if you watch back the full video, you may hear me encouraging you to have an accident. Just a little one. You just needed to lose, say, 7-8 seconds, would have been fine with me. Just a little half spin, maybe 8 or 9 seconds, I would have been fine with that. But in the end, it was me who made the mistake, unfortunately. But yeah, lots of good fun. And yeah, hopefully we have some good fun and some more battles next week at Hockenheim. Catch you then.